All right. So, guys, this is the discussion round for the Ubisoft E3 press conference, which we'll be putting out this night still. And I guess we go through all the games that we saw because we have a good list by now, finally. And it started off with Just Dance 2019. Well, I was thinking like, okay, that's fun, that's good music and all that, but to me personally, not interesting. I mean, do you play Just Dance?
No, not really.
Okay. The next thing was actually way better because that was about Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the first trailer that we got was a CGI trailer and revealed also that we saw Jade more as an antagonist than a protagonist.
Yes.
Quite interesting. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't really know much about the Beyond Good and Evil, because I know there's only one game of it, and it was out a long, long time ago, and a sequel has been very anticipated by a lot of people. So I am hyped to join for Beyond Good and Evil 2. I'm not sure if I'll be able to play the first one to kind of get a rough idea of what's going on, but as a new player to the series, I'm not really sure what is happening. I know Jade was either the main character or one of the main characters in the first game, but other than that, no knowledge.
Okay.
No idea. No clue.
Yeah, it's actually me. So in Beyond Good and Evil 2, you're gonna be a space pirate. And apparently the world is so rich that the creators actually need our help. So there will be the hit record campaign, I'd say, where users can just submit their things that they want to include for this universe. Like, is it artwork for example, wallpapers or graffiti art? Is it music, radio shows, maybe even podcasts that they want to submit into this world? Because they have really high ambitions for this. And apparently also showed development stuff like you can basically jump into a spaceship and just go from a city and fly out into the universe somewhere in between planets and land there on another city again seamlessly, which is looking quite good, very amazing. But yeah, beyond that, it's more looks and less content, I guess, at least from what we can tell so far. Don't know much more about that. Yeah, it's still in development, right? I don't know anywhere.
Yeah, it's still quite in development. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, so it's still taking a lot of time until we'll be finished. But yeah, that's one thing at least.
I definitely want to submit some stuff to that because that sounds awesome.
Next up, with the two games, and I will put them together. First, we had Rainbow Six Siege, which just a little presentation saying, okay, we have new Operation Parabellum that's now live, and also they will bring out a little documentary, which will be called Another Mindset, and that will follow 8 community members, not just players, but different like casters and organizers for different tournaments. Will tell their story and show behind the scenes stuff. Which is interesting to me, at least. I'm quite into Siege right now, and I want to see more about what's like, for example, being an esports player there, and what's also happening behind the scenes. How's the community working together with those personalities? So yeah, that's coming out around the next Pro League session, I think. Yeah, didn't note everything, but there were new, of course, tournaments happening. Also, the Rainbow Six Invitations again in February 2019. So lots of stuff coming for that, of course, next to lots of operations also within the next few months again.
Yeah.
Another thing was also For Honor, which I put sort of in the same category. It's like a live system, live play. Of course, totally different gameplay, but sort of goes in the same niche where people are just going all into that game and getting constantly new updates. And this time they get a new faction, actually. Dan, do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so I believe the faction is Chinese, somewhat. I can't remember. I've completely blanked the name of the DLC.
Marching Fire.
Marching Fire. So it looks like they're going to take classic Chinese warriors and introduce them into the whole world for Honor world. So they're also introducing a new game mode, which I can't remember the name of because I'm really
Siege
bad with
mode.
names right now.
Breach?
It's
Something like
Breach.
that.
I think I think it was Breach. So it's basically castle defense. So you'll be able to use ballistae and things like that, and you'll also be able to use siege engines to go and actually knock down the walls and knock down gates and everything. So it's definitely something that I know somebody who will be very, very interested in this update and addition to For Honor. I haven't played much of For Honor myself, but what I have played in the past, definitely something like a Chinese faction or an Asian faction to add to For Honor really fits very nicely in.
They already had the samurai faction, of course, and now this is more.
But when you think of like traditional medieval style warriors, because when I saw the curved blade, I immediately thought it was the sultans, or I can't remember what I said the faction would be called, but I thought it was someone from the Middle East.
Yep.
But no, China, like, it's another one, like, you can be a man, and that's always good. So I like that. I like that approach to where they're going with the new faction. I'm not sure what other factions they could do. Maybe Mongols as another one.
Who knows?
But as new factions go, they look pretty. They have got some cool martial arts moves as well as using blades and stuff. So
yeah, also cool moves is in the next game, which is Trials Rising. And the guy that presented it actually had a little fun on stage. He rode down with a bicycle or motorcycle and then went on stage and tripped, fell over, and basically smashed the presentation table that they had there. So that was very just fun to see. And they just announced, we'll have a new Trials game, which will have also a beta that you can join and sign up. And this game will also come out in February 2019, which is already a really packed month with Metro Exodus and so many more games. So yeah, I'm personally looking forward to that. Trials Rising, Trials is definitely something that I like to play, especially because it's tricky, really, and I like to test myself with these games, really. No comment?
No,
Okay.
I played a few things of Trials, but yeah, that's pretty much what I would say.
Okay.
It's just what can you say about Trials, really?
Okay, well, just wanted to give you some space. Okay, next up we also had The Division, and we already saw a lot of Division thanks to the Xbox conference, and this one also took it a step further. So we had new trailers. The trailer that we saw was more like a cinematic version of the fake multiplayer trailer that we already saw. And of course, we also had a little gameplay actually from different settings. We also had a look at an in-depth gameplay session that is basically the E3 demo. That was after the conference in the main area where Ubisoft is present at the convention center. And I personally got to say, I'm really hyped to it. Now that I saw more gameplay about it, more explanations, they have 3 different updates which will come out over the course of 2019, and they're all going to be free, so you don't need a premium pass for that.
Perfect.
Yes.
Absolutely perfect.
And it looks really like a good continuation of Division 1.
Division 1, yeah, definitely. It's something like free content has been a long time coming, and it's one of these things that it just says to the fans of the series, like myself, we respect you as a fan, and we want you to enjoy our game to the full extent. We don't want to have you have to pay £15 or however much it is for this new DLC every time a DLC comes out. We want the community to be involved with it, because at the moment, if I jump into the Division, if I don't have a specific DLC, I can't play with my friend who does. So yeah, definitely free content has been such a long time coming, and I can't wait to see where they go with it, because all of the trailers and the gameplay. I don't know if you noticed this, but the gameplay that they showed as the pre-alpha after the end of the Ubisoft conference, I was really struggling to find many differences between the graphics of the live gameplay and the graphics that they showed us on both the Xbox conference and the Ubisoft conference.
Yeah,
it
definitely.
looks damn good.
Absolutely amazing. Can't wait to finally get into it. That's
I'm
coming out
holding
March.
it down.
It's coming out March 15th. Of course, there will also be a beta. So if you're watching this close to when we uploaded this section, you can go into the Uplay launcher and just very easily sign up if you're already logged in for the beta of The Division 2. Yeah. I love it. This is so much what I wanted to have as a sequel. New settings based in Washington, D.C., 6 months after the original outbreak, so it's now summertime. It's not like winter anymore. What else would I want? Good game, of course, right?
I want a game where they where it's the Division, but they go through all the different seasons, so gameplay changes up based on the season effects.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Who knows? Maybe they look over at Forza Horizon, which will have these seasonal changes, which also have impact on the gameplay, and maybe they take some sort of best practices for that for the Division 3. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely.
Another thing that we also saw very briefly was the update for Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which was the Donkey Kong Adventure. They already showed us that way before E3, but of course they also had the chance to show this again to the main audience. I think they had 500,000 views on Twitch alone, so quite a lot. And yeah, that's something that's coming out, I think, June 26th. Not want to be wrong. What is it? Let's take a look quickly at the trailer. There it is, Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle Donkey Kong Adventure. And let's go, June 26, 2018, and apparently 24 hours earlier if you're a premium pass holder for that game. Very nice. Yeah, basically same, just with more characters and a new setting. Love it. Next topic. You want to introduce it?
I'm sorry, I spaced out.
Okay, Skull and Bones is the next game.
There we go.
That we can look at, because that was actually already presented last year, disappeared for a whole year, and is now back and is looking better than ever. It's really amazing. So we have gameplay about that. We'll show that on the screen. And let's just gosh over it. What do you think about Skull and Bones, the new improved version, I guess?
Well, when I saw Skull and Bones the first time, I was like, oh, so cool. Really interesting, very, very, very Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And I was like, this is awesome. And then they showed something which made me not so interested in it, which was they had two quote-unquote teams going up against each other, which seemed to be the only way you can do combat or progress. And I went, oh, I hope they do something different. They have done something different. They've made it even better. It's take Assassin's Creed Black Flag, just put it on water, and there you go. Rip out the assassins. They don't need to be in there. You got pirates. Pirates are good enough. So you're in the Indian Ocean. You're taking out merchant ships. You're doing piratey stuff like stealing sails from a wrecked vessel to cloak yourself in an illusion to get past blockades and other different things. So and then take out ships, steal the loot, and hightail it out of there.
We also saw high-level targets later on, where you had to cooperate with different players, and that looked amazing. Just seeing how different classes of ships. We had more tank-like ships and ones who are doing more damage, and they look really interesting if you have a few friends together to say, hey, today we're going to take that big ship out that's out there in the ocean, and getting all the loot, which of course is the most important thing about a pirate game. And so much really like Black Flag, but without assassins, and just improve that even further. So the year that it took, I guess, improving the game and the base is really promising. And they actually got me hooked that I at least want to try the game out with a few friends together.
I would definitely say that I don't know exactly how Ubisoft have performed with this or what their decision making with this one was, but if I had to guess, they took to the online forums, listened to what people thought about how they advertised it last E3, and then took that to heart, because they've made it so much better. and everyone wanted just Assassin's Creed without the assassins, more pirates. And this just is exactly that, which is what everyone wants. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. The only downside I'd say, which was the same with Sea of Thieves, is if you're a solo player like myself, because normally you can't find people to play with on a regular basis, then you have a problem where you can't. You go to take out a ship, you steal all its stuff, and then somebody comes along and just goes, well, I've got a bigger ship and I've got 4 other people with me, and we're going to take your stuff. And then your progression nosedives like it does in Sea of Thieves, and unless you're super good at outwitting everybody. So that's my only concern. But if there's something that sorts that out, or if they have different modes, or if it's like based off of a flag system or whatever, then I'd be very interested to see what they've got for that. But otherwise, I want to play an Assassin's Creed Black Flag without the assassins and more pirates. Perfect.
Yeah, really cool. Looking good, looking good. We also had a few games, like 2 VR games, which I would skip. Like, if you're interested in it, they were called Space Junkies, and the other one's called Transference. Both, I mean, VR games, not that interesting to me because I don't have any VR goggles here besides one of these Google cartridges, or the card boxes, where I could put in my phone,
Google
cardboard, thanks. It's getting late. And we also had Starlink Battle for Atlas, which was that thing where you can put a little like starship to your controller, and that will somehow impact the gameplay. So just like, for example, Lego Dimensions, where you have real life figurines that will work together with the digital games, this is also for space battles, apparently. But what's really cool is, at least worth mentioning, is that they also have a cooperation with Nintendo again. And this time for this Starlink Battle game, we have Clock's McCloud that will be available if you buy this figurine. So if you're into this, take a look at that. It's up on the Ubisoft YouTube channel.
Did you just say that the Star Fox is available if you buy the figurine?
Yeah, it's not in the base game.
No, it's only I believe that I heard this, that it's only for Nintendo systems. You can only get it on the Switch.
Okay, additionally to that, I guess. Yeah,
maybe it's...
The game is also coming to Nintendo Switch, of course, but...
Yes.
Now I need to take a look at the trailer again, if it's actually inside of the game or if it's part of the figurine set. But I guess because I was guessing because the game is just like, yeah, you have to get it with everything. Of course, there is now an overlay from YouTube that is blocking the window that you can see here.
No.
But there is a figurine special for Fox McCloud. So
there definitely is. But I thought I remembered him saying something about the figurine is only available on
Nintendo Switch.
It's only available for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, that additionally as well, of course. Yeah. So that's coming along too.
Yeah. So it's one of those games which looks interesting, but I think its the main point, which is not going to grab people as much, is just having to buy the figures or all the different stuff, because it's like, oh, you want to have this ship and add this gun attachment? Well, that would be another £2 to buy this gun.
At least.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
So many.
Which
physical microtransactions are the worst.
Well, yeah,
in my
they're
opinion.
They're not. I would say they were, in terms of like the amiibos. The amiibos work great because they only add extra stuff to the gameplay. It's not integral to the game. You don't have to play with amiibos.
Yeah.
But with this game, it seems like it's taking the amiibo thing and then just shoving it down your throat and making you pay for all of it.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Yeah, other than that, we have only 2 more games. One of them is Crew 2, which you can play the open beta very soon, and you can pre-download it right now in Uplay. Which also, by the way, Uplay has a new logo now. If you see it in your browser and can't find it, it has now a more blue and the new Ubisoft designed logo with the sort of turd swirl. That's now also available. Really fun to see. When the conference happened, all of a sudden, Dan was like, yo, by the way, the logo changed. And we're like, oh, really? Yeah, it's more blue now.
Yeah.
Funny stuff. Yeah, Crew 2 is coming out June 29th. And yeah, basically that's just the final preparation. Try it out now for free in the open beta. And well, then you can see for yourself if you want to play it or not.
Yeah, definitely.
And finally, the biggest announcement, of course, worldwide reveal is Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Nice.
Yeah.
If Origins is anything to go by, Odyssey is going to be a very, 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 very good game. Because Origins was they took the corpse of Assassin's Creed, filled it full of an adrenaline, and gave it a defibrillator shock to bring it back to life, and that thing sat up bolt right and did several math equations. So it really brought back life into the Assassin's Creed universe and the style of gameplay and everything. Because I could not put Assassin's Creed Origins down until I'd finished the story and then finished collecting everything and then found some other stories to finish and completed all the different stuff. So if it's anything like Origins was, if it's better than Origins, then Odyssey is going to be insane.
Definitely. Yeah, so we're gonna play as a Spartan who's running around Greece, I think the 6th century. And you can play as either a male protagonist or as a female one. It will not change the story that much, besides that you can, well, choose your gender when starting the game. So that's nice. Having options is always good. And other than that,
Speaking of options.
Oh, sorry, what?
Speaking of options, there are dialogue options now.
Definitely, yes. It's more like an RPG now, where you have dialogue options, which can further change the story that you'll play in. So yeah, I like that change. It was definitely about time to do something like that. Having more role play into it. Yeah.
If somebody had said to me back when I was playing Mass Effect 2 and Assassin's Creed Revelations or Brotherhood, whichever one was out roughly at the same time, and said, this game in 2018, these two games combined, you've got the all the choices and everything, and you can customize loads of stuff. There's interesting loot and all of that. I would have gone, that's crazy, that's incredible, why aren't they doing it now? So it's, if you love either of those or both of those, you're gonna love Origins and you're gonna love Odyssey.
Oh, it's the 4th century, by the way. I'm very serious about that. Yeah, also we have a release date for this one. Assassin's Creed Odyssey will launch October 5th, 2018. So we're apparently going back to an annual release schedule. So take it as it is. I suppose they use the same engine as in Origins, just with new setting, new story, and all that. So maybe there will be a more interesting gameplay change with the release after this. But for now, this is what we'll get in 2018.
What? Since this is, I may be incorrect. I want to double check. I can't. I'm going to do a double check just really quickly.
Okay.
So, Assassin's Creed Origins. So with Assassin's Creed Origins, I believe, yes. So Assassin's Creed Origins is made by Ubisoft Montreal. And Assassin's Creed Odyssey is made by Ubisoft Quebec, which I think is really good, because what they've done is, instead of going for like a yearly release of Assassin's Creed games by the same developers, they've staggered the development and gone, okay, you work on a game for 2 or 3 years and produce it the next for 1 year, and then the game other studio that started a year later, they release it the next year, and then you get the staggered release, but you get the development of a couple of years at least. Which
sure
I
enough.
think is really good.
Ubisoft Montreal actually did now the For Honor DLC, which was quite interesting to see where all these studios are always ending up. They have, I think, a collective of 40 studios or something around the world. And what else can we say about that? Assassin's Creed Odyssey could be still a very good Assassin's Creed game, at least, and the changes with dialogue options and all that, I think that's quite good. I will skip a little bit on also to gameplay, because that looked amazing as usual.
Definitely.
There it is, some gameplay on the field, and they have some really good boss fights as well, I think. So really intense combat. I do sound like a presenter, like I'm lost for words. I'm just saying, like, yeah, look at this value that you can get when buying this game. Pre-order now to get this value.
All the value.
But yeah.
Honestly, though, if it's anything like Assassin's Creed Origins, which it looks, I wouldn't say identical, but it looks like it's very either heavily inspired by or with the same kind of ideas in mind.
Yeah.
The combat's going to be fluid. It's going to be dynamic. It's going to allow you to it's going to allow you to do things in either stealth or combat or more combat focused, whichever you prefer. And yeah, it's just incredible. It's just going to be an incredible. I'm not sure how else I can hype this up because
maybe one last thing. In the end of the trailer, we can see right now on screen, we'll also see a Minotaur. So
yes,
more mythical things are happening in the game as well.
Yeah, if one of the great things about Assassin's Creed as a whole is they've taken quote unquote mythology and they've always had it mix in with their story and to influence it in slight ways. So what we believe is mythology or what we believe is our history is supposed to be manipulated by a race that came before us. So having the Greek myths and continuing on from that is going to be something fantastic because the original in Assassin's Creed, I believe, 1 all the way up to Revelations,
at least,
and 7, I think 3 and maybe 3 and
4 thing was just a little interaction with the goddess.
Yeah, possibly.
Not
anyway,
too deep.
The whole interacting with the goddesses, gods and goddesses, and everything like that. All of the names, they are the Greek. They're the Greek versions of all of the different gods. So hopefully we'll get some more information about this. There was a lot of stuff in Origins that kind of alluded to it, but nothing directly about interacting with the precursors or whatever they're called. I can't remember.
The ones before us, I think. Something.
It's something like that. I think it might be even Prometheans or something. But anyway, it's gonna be great. If you're a fan of Assassin's Creed, you're gonna love it. If you're a fan of RPG games, you're probably gonna love it.
Only one thing was missing to make it perfect, and that was no Splinter Cell game, sadly. So
no.
Yeah, I guess. For now, at least, that was a very good conference, I'd say. Definitely on par with Bethesda, and way better than anything that Square Enix had.
Oh, poor Square Enix.
Yeah.
They tried.
Let's get to an end here. It's already 40 minutes that we talked about Ubisoft. So yeah, lots of great things coming from them as well. And we're going to be back for Sony next time because PC Gaming Show is running right now. But I will actually skip this, just edit this video right now, and I will actually take a little nap. So I'll be a little bit refreshed for Sony. And yeah, don't know about you, Dan.
I might do a few things, play a few games.
All right. Well then,
so yeah.
Talk to you later, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.